Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Il Giardino, Sheila and Deacon make toe jokes amid a hunt for Electra's lost earring. Talk turns to Will and Sheila flashes to Luna's concession. Hope arrives and Sheila asks if she and Carter will tie the knot soon. Hope's visibly discombobulated. Not reading the room, Sheila suggests they host the marriage there. Deacon feels there's no rush not now that Liam's back in the game. At Bill's place, he surprises Liam with his favorite breakfast burrito. Single inclined as ever, Liam points out that what he wants most right now is an commodity his father can deliver a future with hope. He admits he told her how he felt. Bill's impressed with his go-getter station. Liam needs to fight for what he wants: hope, Beth, and their family. Bill's sure he'll succeed. Liam won't rest until Hope believes this is worth fighting for. In Forrester's design office, Electra teases her Aunt Ivy about tonight being the night with Will. Across the hall, Will agonizes about the riddle coitus and textbook amid flashbacks. Katie enters and asks if he's figured out who he was with. He shakes his head. Katie admits that the further she thinks about what happened, the angrier she gets. She knows he'd no way have done anything like this if he did, and suppose it was Electra. He was so drunk, Deacon had to give him a place to sleep it off. That girl had to be at that party, and knew he'd a serious gal. She took advantage of the situation. She indeed wore a mask, for God's sake. Tearing up, Katie tells her son this is Aunt's fault. As Will worries about coming clean with Electra, who might just understand, his mama informs him that he no way has to suppose about this riddle girl ever again. Will isn't sure whether to tell his gal or keep the secret and live with the guilt. Electra makes sure Ivy won't be coming home to intrude her and Will tonight. Ivy admits she has plans to go and tell Liam how she feels about him. Electra gushes about them both ending up with a Spencer man. Latterly, Electra's welding when Will comes in. Electra invites him to come by the guest house. It'll be a night they'll no way forget. Romantic music swells as they make out. Will, of course, looks equivocal when they embrace and flashes to the former night. Lee's place, she's giving Luna another lecture about leaving the house. However, her freedom is gone. Luna insists there's nothing to worry about. She's not going to spend the rest of her life in captivity if someone spots her. I'll make sure of it. Lee narrows her eyes and asks, "What are you saying? Is she awaiting another phenomenon or commodity?" Luna walls, "Perhaps." Sheila arrives and Lee storms out. Sheila realizes her granddaughter has a plan and wants to know what it is. Luna vaguely vows she'll do whatever it takes to make sure she doesn't end up in the captivity hole ever again. At the eatery, Deacon wants Hope to tell him what's really going on. Hope recaps that she allowed. Liam was dying, but now he's not. Cleric, having caught a bad case of Lair vision not unlike his former son-in-law's, asks if this has changed her position on marrying Carter. Carrying on the cheerleading for Liam, Deacon points out that Carter hurt Hope. He pointedly asks if Walton makes her feel the way her ex-husband does. Cleric knows his son still loves Liam. At Bill's place, Liam's surprised to see Ivy at the door and invites her in. She says hopes she's not being too forward, but the study of losing him made her realize how important he means to her. Ivy misses him and is sure he wants to spend his life with a woman who truly loves and appreciates him. Liam bluntly tells her that Hope is that woman. Ivy stammers a bit, but takes it well. Luna may retain Remy for an Electra twist. Will this snooper's preoccupation reignite with a little help from Luna? Luna completed step 1 of her plan by tricking drunk Will into sleeping with her. There's further work to be done if Luna is delusional enough to suppose she can actually win Will over. Will still believes Luna is departed and no longer a trouble to anyone. Luna will ultimately make another move, maybe when it's time to reveal a gestation test and offer maternity evidence, too. There's no evidence that Luna is pregnant following her night with Will, but that clearly seems like a logical story path then. Luna may suppose she can seal the deal on a future with Will using their baby. Luna might want an insurance policy to make sure Electra is out of the way. Just in case Electra might stand by Will after all the exposures ahead, Luna might calculate on Remy to keep her out of the picture. Still, also they could bandy all the Will and Electra drama, if Luna process Remy or sneaks out again to meet him. Perhaps Luna could remind Remy of how much he still wants Electra deep down. There's been a lot of talk recently about the deepfakes and the horror that Remy put Electra through. It nearly seems like the show's gearing up for another round of Remy's minatory jest. At Luna's urging, Remy might go as far as hijacking Electra when the time is right. Luna reveals her night with Will and conceivably a gestation too. She might steal Electra's phone and disguise as her via textbook. It'd be easy for Luna to shoot Will some dispatches and make it look like Electra is leaving city since all this is just too painful. Remy could catch Electra and hold her interned somewhere. That would give Luna a chance to steal all Will's attention, at least until the implicit hostage Verity comes out. There must be a reason why Remy and Luna keep ending up in each other's route. The stage for a creepy alliance if Luna is a bad influence and sends Remy back off the rails. Will trying to erect effects together while Lee and Sheila are furious with Luna for sneaking out. Electra and Will had only been together for many months, but their relationship had formerly survived plenitude of highs and lows. The turbulence drew them closer, and Electra was ready to take the coming step. Will admitted he felt the same, marking a big turning point for the youthful couple. Katie glowed with pride over her son's recent creation. To celebrate, she asked Deacon about hosting a party for Will at Il Giardino. Neither of them realized Sheila eavesdropped their entire discussion, which meant their plans were anything but private. Lee had stunned everyone by making it feel as though Luna hadn't survived surgery. In Verity, she intimately kept her alive, determined to give her an alternate chance. Sheila snappily erected the Verity together and dragooned Lee into confessing. With both grandmothers now in on the secret, Luna's survival remained retired from the rest. That didn't stop Luna from slipping down and sneaking into Will's party. Formerly there, she stirred up trouble, playing Will against Electra. While the party was in full swing, nothing noticed that Luna was there as part of the delay staff. Zend had the idea to get out some delightful party masks, so he, Will, Electra, and the rest of the guests put them on. They enjoyed dancing and hotting to the man of the hour while incompletely disguised. Will got incredibly drunk at the party, and Electra ended up leaving alone. Cleric set up Will and took him back to his place to sleep it off. Still, Luna had seized Electra's mask, and she snuck into Deacon's to get to Will. Will's party is in full effect. Cleric is in charge and making sure everything is done rightly. Will and Electra arrive and Deacon says what happens at his pizza kitchen stays there. Lee is ready for a night on the city and warns her granddaughter to stay put as she put everything on the line for her. Soon, she'll be meeting with an attorney to try to unbend out her life. Luna's only job is to reform herself so she doesn't end up like Poppy. With that, Lee exits and Luna pulls out a toupee and clothes to do everything her grandmother told her not to do. Cleric and Sheila escape to his place. Sheila notes how Katie is sparing no expenditure for her baby boy. Deacon says the baby boy is making them a ton of plutocrat. They decide they don't need to chaperone and engage in a kiss and decide to have their own party. Cleric is game but thinks they need to head downwards sometimes to keep control of the party. Sheila reminds Cleric that Bill is Will's father and can pull all kinds of strings if trouble ensues. Thank you for watching this video. And do not forget to like, comment and subscribe.